students, till now we have covered about democracy, the meaning, the definition, its features, different types of democracy, and also we have taken the case studies of different countries, and today we will discuss about the advantages and disadvantages, and finally we will discuss that why democracy is called as the best form of the government. So let's start. Shall I start? Yes. So first we will discuss about the demerits. Argument, that is arguments against democracy. First we will discuss about the demerits. First demerit is leaders keep changing in a democracy, which leads to instability. It means every 5 years in the general election, the second feature of the democracy is the elections should be held regularly or in regular interval. So when elections held at regular interval, so the government also changes. Sometimes it changes or sometimes it doesn't change. So it leads to instability. Then the second point is democracy is all about political competition and power play. There is no scope for morality. Yes, this is actually a competition between different parties. Some countries have more two parties. Some countries have bi-party system. Some countries have multi-party system. So during the election time, there was a political competition between all the parties, and they always try to convince the people, or they always try to win the election. So this is also a political competition. Then third one is, so many people have to be consulted in a democracy that it leads to delay. Because here this is not one man rule. Democracy is a form of government where the people elected the leaders to take the decision. And the first feature is the major decisions are taken by the elected rulers. So it will take time, but we cannot say that it will lead to bad decision. But when there is arguments or debates has been made, this is one of the point that it leads to bad decision. Then the fourth one is elected leaders do not always know the best interest of the people. It leads to bad decision. Then the fourth one is democracy leads to corruption, for it is based on electoral competition. It happens, but it doesn't always happen. It may not lead to corruption, but competition is there. Always electoral competition is there in a democratic country because of different parties. Then finally, ordinary people do not know what is good for them. They should not decide anything. So these are the arguments. But our main aim is to know why democracy. Why most of the countries they have adopted democracy. So our question is why most of the countries have adopted democratic form of government. So is democracy is the best form of the government? That we will discuss in the advantages of the democracy. We will discuss in the advantages of the democracy. So first advantage, democracy is the better than any other form of the government in responding to the needs of the government. And democracy requires that have to attend the needs of the people. Yes, because democracy, the people, all the people, they elected their leaders according to their own choice, and when they elect the leader, so the leader is also responsible or accountable to look after the needs of the people, to look after the wishes of the people. So democracy is the better because it is more accountable. The accountability should be there. So accountability means being responsible. So it is the responsibility of the government to look after the welfare of the people. So that is why it is a best form of the government, because they look after the needs of the people. Then the democracy is based on the consultation and discussion. So any decision, because it is consultation and discussion, means we know that democracy is a form of government where elected representatives, they sat together. If any problem arises, they sat together and they took the decision. When so many heads put together, then that decision is better than taken by a single person. So this is a good advantages. But any decision is taken after discussion, it reduces the possibility of taking rash and irresponsible decision. They cannot take the decision in a haphazard way. They will not take the decision without taking the consultation with other rulers or other elected rulers. So thus democracy improves the quality of decision making. Then it provides a method to deal with differences and conflicts. Naturally, it provides the deal with the differences and conflicts. Means we know very well that India is a diverse country. It is full of diverse in language, diverse in religion, diverse in food habits, diverse in languages, culture, religious traditions. So, and democracy is the only form of government which can make them together, and different groups live with one another peacefully. So, in a diverse country like India, democracy keeps our country together by its features. Then democracy enhances the dignity of the citizen. It improves the dignity of the citizens. How? Because our constitution or the constitution of a democratic country, they guaranteed some citizens, they gave the liberty, freedom, equality to the citizen. They gave the political rights to the citizen. And also there is no discrimination between the rich and poor, between the high or the lower section, higher or lower section of the people, because it is based on the principle of the political equality. That means all people are equal in the eyes of law. So it enhances, it increases the dignity of the citizen by giving certain rights, certain basic rights to the citizen. Then democracy is better than other forms of the government because it allows us to correct our mistakes, both sides. If the citizen is making any mistake by choosing the ruler, then that citizen can get a chance after 5 years to choose another ruler. Same thing, the government also, if they are making any mistakes, they can also rectify their mistakes. So there is a space for public discussion on the mistakes, and there is a room for correction. So in a democracy, either the rulers can be changed, or how the rulers can be changed? Only according to the wish of the citizen. So they can, here both are responsible, or both, it allows or it gives a way to correct the mistakes of the people as well as the government. So now we can draw a conclusion that democracy, our question was that first topic, what is democracy, why democracy? Come to the topic, that what is democracy already we have covered, definition, meaning, features. Then second one is why. So now question comes, why most of the countries, almost more than 120 or 25 countries, now they have adopted the democratic form of government. Why? Because the democratic form of government gives some rights, freedom, equality, liberty to the citizens. So it is considered as the best form of the government. When any question comes, why democracy is the best form of the government, we can write all the advantages. We can write all the points of the advantages. So in short, I have written that it offers better chances of a good decision, because in a democracy, a single ruler doesn't take the decision. So joint decision is being taken. Then second one is, it allows different kinds of people to live together, because there is differences and conflicts. Already we have discussed that there is differences and conflicts, because we can take the example of India. India is a diverse country. Being a diverse country, that is unity in diversity, as it is told by Jawaharlal Nehru. Unity in diversity. Though so many India is a diverse country, still then due to democracy, all the people live together peacefully and smoothly. Then third one is, already I have discussed, it allows the people to correct their own, the people as well as the government. Then it also offers more dignity to the citizen. Dignity, we can say, dignity includes all the political rights given to the citizen. First is the right to vote is one of the important, that is universal adult franchise or suffrage, which is same meaning. Universal adult franchise is, what is universal adult franchise? The person who has attained 18 years of age are having the right to vote. They can choose their leaders. So here the right to vote is one of the very important, the right has been given to the citizen. And second one is the fundamental rights, through which the citizen can express their feelings, they can express their views, they can express their opinions. So all the things has been given in the democratic form of government. So finally we came to the conclusion that democracy is the best form of the government other than other government, because we have already discussed also other form of the government, monarchy, the dictatorship, everything we have discussed, but we have seen, when we have read in detail, so we got the idea that yes, democracy is the best form of the government. Thank you. This much. Okay. Sorry, we will see the mind map. Mind map. Here you can get the clear-cut picture. So the clear-cut picture of the topic. Here democracy. Democracy definition. Then the rulers are elected by the people. Here 4 features of the democracy. Already 4 features we have covered. Major decisions taken by the elected leaders. Then given case study. Then this one is free and fair electoral competition, second one. Third one is one person, one value. Then fourth one is rule of law and respect for rights. Then we can come to the these arguments against democracy and arguments in favor of democracy. So this is the overall pictures of this lesson which we have discussed in detail. So thank you.